Hey, what's happening everyone? I am Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, and for this video I'm here to go over a common question that I get on my channel, which is what Xbox 360 titles would I like to see be supported with the Xbox One backwards capability. Because if you guys recall, during E3, one of Microsoft's biggest announcements was backwards capability for the Xbox One system. However, there is some things that are not being into effect, and there's some restrictions that are applying to this. Right now the restrictions are that not every single game is currently supported, only a small faction of games, and right now there's pretty much a community list going around where people are voting for specific games that they want to see being brought from the 360 to be supported with the backwards capability of the Xbox One. So for this video I'm here to go over my top 5 games that I like to see from the 360 to be supported with the Xbox One. Now my list isn't in any specific order, these are just 5 games in general that I like to see be part of the functionality of this. So first off, we have the Call of Duty Black Ops combo pack. Now the combo pack is pretty much Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2. Now for me personally, I'm not a huge fan of the Call of Duty series. I'm more of a Battlefield type of guy, but there are specific Call of Duty platforms that I enjoy, and the Black Ops series is one of those, especially when it comes to the zombie portions. Yes, I'm aware that Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is coming out later on this year, but to have a system where I could play pretty much Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 3 on one device is going to be a lot better than playing it on 2 different devices. Next up is the Mass Effect Trilogy. Now yes, Mass Effect 1 is already part of the backwards capability, so meaning that you could pop in your old copy of Mass Effect 1 onto your Xbox One and pretty much play it right off the bat. But for me, since they already have the first one, I'm pretty sure that they're going to be adding Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3, because you can't have one Mass Effect game without having the others. Next up is the Assassin's Creed series. This is pretty much any or all the Assassin's Creed games in general. The reason why is because I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan, you guys know, due to my Assassin's Creed Unity coverage from last year, the collectibles I get and so forth. So being able to make use of my 360 copies of Assassin's Creed games onto the Xbox One would be really awesome, rather than them sitting in the corner collecting dust waiting to be played on an Xbox 360. And especially with the launch of Assassin's Creed Rogue, which is currently available for only the last gen systems and PC, it would be kind of nice to play Assassin's Creed Rogue on my Xbox One. Next up is the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Now true, I already have this on PC with the whole mod support and everything, but sometimes I get busy where I'm rendering multiple videos at once to where I can't really use my computer to do anything else, because everything in terms of the processing power is rendering my content. But I like to kick back and go on an epic adventure, you know, find new loot, kind of mess around in the village, and you know, the Elder Scrolls game happens to be one of those personal favorite games that I like. Next up, and last but not least, is that I would like to see some Kinect titles. Now you guys are going to probably say, wait a minute, Kinect, you gotta be joking. But honestly, I'm not joking, because there's a lot of Kinect titles that I covered on the Xbox 360, a lot of which were extremely bad, but there were some really good titles. I mean, we only recently got Fruit Ninja finally on the Xbox One, and I've been sitting here wondering where the heck that was the whole time. And because we have the new Kinect, we have the Kinect 2.0, which is basically a lot better than the 360's Kinect. So a lot of these games that I've covered back then could get a second chance. Now of course, you know, if they just simply port it over and it still has the same functionality of the Kinect controls, we're probably not going to see a much improvement of gameplay. But if they kind of retweak things around to work with the new Kinect instead, then I feel like some of these 360 Kinect titles could have a second chance, could have some potential in it. You know, for example, I know Sonic Free Riders is pretty much one of the worst Kinect games that you could have, but you know, with the new Kinect we probably have some better motion controls with it. One of my personal favorite is Fable Legends. That was actually a really good 360 Kinect title. The controls worked about 95% of the time, so imagine how would it be if it worked 100% of the time, and so forth. Again, these are just some examples that I like to see to get a second chance, especially some of the fighting games that they have. But pretty much those are my top 5 games or game series in general. So what is your guys' list? Let me know in the comment section down below. Until then, I am Sir James from Gamerfuzion.com, where we empower your gaming.